Yo guys, this is Reinhardt, this is your favorite Russian talking, and today we're gonna be ranting. We're gonna be ranting about two things today. One is a low MMR RBGs. The reason I'm gonna be ranting is not to shit on the kids who try really hard. I wanna shit on kids who think they're amazing for RBGs. Low rated RBGs and the freaking mouth readers, and I'm gonna explain that in a couple seconds. And I'm gonna be raging about my guilty, my rank 1 rogue that is fail. So really quickly, announcement about giveaways. Lesson giveaways is going to be next week for the next guide. I will be announcing the winner. And another thing is, if somebody wants to actually purchase those lessons, because I had a few people in the comments saying I will sponsor your next lesson if I get this one. Why don't you just buy the lesson for yourself? In my opinion, my email is information below. Thank you everybody for coming and watching my scrappy videos. Now let's get on to the raging. The first one is about rated battlegrounds. I honestly feel like if I am participating in a low rated battleground 1700, I feel like I am doing a community service for retarded special kids. Now let me reiterate on that. I do not like to shit on somebody else's skills when they're trying to improve. And for people who are actually trying their best to get into high rated, to actually get good at their class, I feel sorry for you guys. I'm looking at you, I feel really freaking sorry. The reason why I'm feeling sorry is because you're gonna have to deal with a bunch of idiots who absolutely have no idea what they're doing and they think they're amazing. Let me give you perspective really quickly. I was doing 18 or 1900 RBGs or some shit on my Shadow Priest. My Shadow Priest was 2300 last season. I'm a pretty decent when it comes to RBG Shadow Priest. Usually top damage, top dispels, really good on the crowd control, and about 3 to 4 million healing. I'm not bad at the Shadow Priest. I'm actually getting quite good at it in RBGs. But the problem with me was running there is actually not the low skill. It's actually the fact that the people there are not really giving a lot of shit or don't even have a mental comprehension of what the hell are they doing. Now, not in the rated battlegrounds. Like in rated battlegrounds, I said, okay, can I lead this? They said, yeah, no problem. So I started leading. We actually won a couple, so it was perfectly fine. I even called out the targets as a Shadow Priest, and I hate doing that because for one main particular reason, I hate calling out targets as a Shadow Priest. I need to multi-dot. So people who are pressing /assist button, they're usually getting the target that I am multi-dotting. So I have to switch and do more single target on my Shadow Priest. But that is not the problem. The problem arises with doing a low rated RBG packs is you get these idiots who learn fucking French on Skype. I kid you not, like this was miserable, okay? The guy was learning a fucking French and he did not mute his mic. And in the middle of RBG, I would hear him resuscitating the fucking French because he was a flag carrier or some shit like that. He was guarding the node. Can you imagine you calling out targets and the dude is trying to speak in the freaking French, okay? You don't hear me calling out targets in Russian when I'm playing on US servers. So what? Like I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up and mute your mic. Are you fucking serious? Now the problem with him muting his mic will be if he's gonna get shot on Ninja Cat, he will be fail. And it actually happened. So that was miserable. Please, I'm begging you guys, when you're doing rated battlegrounds, keep in mind that there's not only team dependent on you and perform you at your best. Even though it's just a rated battlegrounds, who gives a shit, you still have to play your best. That is the rule. I'm about this. And when I'm facing the idiots who learn French during the rated battlegrounds, all I have to say is a fucking potato. So now that is not the main problem. The another problem was a static. God forbid somebody has a mic static. This is unbelievable, okay? Let me give you the example. There's a static. Now, the way you can figure out if you have a static or not is very simple. Can you hear static on Skype when everybody is whining? If you cannot hear the static while everybody is whining on the Skype about having too much of a static noise, guess what? You are the fucker who has static. It's very simple, but apparently it needs some brain cells for people to figure out. So we had to manually, okay, you mute your mic, you mute your mic, you mute your... I'm like, dude, for fuck's sakes, couldn't just you mute your mic without turn? Because we still couldn't, like, we kind of figured it out, and it's toned down, and then the guy put his mic back on, and the static started again in the middle of RBG. Oh, lordy, it was fucked up. So what I'm actually raging right now and saying special retarded kids is I'm not raging about the skill level. I'm not raging about people trying to improve and get better, because if you guys see my channel, there's a shit tons of guides. This channel has the most, probably not the most, probably. This channel, my channel, has the most amount of guides possible out there to help people get better, to have more fun in the game. The problem arises is not those people who actually are trying to get better. The problem arises with the people who are ruining the experience for everybody else. And that usually happens with the low MMR RBGs, because at the high MMR RBGs, you're never gonna fucking get invited if you resuscitate fucking French in the middle of a target calling, okay? And there's a bunch of other mistakes, like for example a rogue leaving a mines undefended and going somewhere else. I had to stay there on my shadow priest to defend, but not even that. Seriously, this was by far the most miserable experience ever. Okay, I'm not even talking about the nerd fucking flirting in the middle of RBG. Can you imagine? The guy is trying to fucking flirt with a girl that lives in the other country from him, or another continent, or a couple states from him. He's trying to nerd flirt with her, while at the same time we are doing rated battlegrounds. For fuck's sakes, men, go watch porn and masturbate if you really feel like getting some. Or guess what, it's better, go out there and have fun and get laid. But for fuck's sakes, or go to the fucking Whispers. If you really care about the girl, go to Whispers and flirt with her in the Whispers. But most of the time girls do not want to be flirted with when they're doing RBGs. Imagine that. Please do not nerd flirt in the middle of RBG, because this is just ridiculous, okay? Please do not nerd flirt. I hate it the most. I hate the nerd flirting. Now I figure out I actually do not like learning French in the middle of RBG. I do not like statics. I do not like, wait. Let's talk about this communication. My god, man, I'm fucking CC'd all this time. This is bullshit, dude. This RPG is shut the fuck up, bitch. Everybody gets CC'd. Cloud the CC. That's the best you can do. Don't fucking start whining in the middle of RPG saying how it's unfair. Guess what? Life is not fair. Go talk to any bum out there and ask him. Right? Please. I'm asking you, my audience. I love you guys. So please, when you're doing RPGs, do not be a fucking potatoes, okay? Do not learn French in the middle of RPG. Do not do anything stupid in the middle of RPG. Focus on RPG, because guess what? A lot of other teams are depending on you. So that was for the RPGs. Now the another one that I did not want to rage, but yes, there was a accident, occasion, I don't know what to say. So I was playing twos with my Holy Poly friend. And yeah. So basically what happened is we fought against a rank 1 rogue and a feral. Now what they did is they tunnel vision into my Holy Paladin so much it's unbelievable. And if you guys don't know, the amount of CC rogue and feral have for a DK is pretty astounding. And on top of it, feral has a good healing. So I wasn't able to kill a healer before they killed my Paladin. But once I killed my Paladin, feral got way too overextended tunnel visioning, and they were out of all their main cooldowns, so it was time for me to shit on them. So I killed the fucking feral. I did my favorite necrotic stack / soul reaper with a strangulate on the feral. Killed the feral. I was down to like 60k HP against a rogue who had like 300k HP. Rank 1 rogue. So I popped my Lichborn healed myself with activated trinket. I reactivated my trinket there. And then I started kiting him a little bit. He did not have a shuriken toss, but I was still kiting him in the mid of that like 8 yards range. So I didn't know that he had shuriken toss, but I was like, okay, well, if he's gonna shuriken toss, at least it's not gonna do that much damage. So I kited him, popped conversion, kited, and I killed him. So I 2v1 the motherfucking rank 1 rogue and the feral. And the only thing I said in the guild, because that was a guild, I said, good game. That's it. And there comes a plethora of raging. Now Mr. Cataclysm, rank 1 shitting rogue, started saying I didn't do anything skillful, which is very, very funny. Singjuan, I'm looking at you, you mongoloid. If I didn't do anything skillful, how do you picture the tunnel visioning onto the paladin skillful at all? Nothing. So he's like, you won because of your class. Bitch, you're a fucking rogue, grow up, okay? Please. Rogues are having it nice right now, so please don't. Just the fact that you didn't go for the shuriken task that you should have doesn't mean that I did something wrong, okay? And if I won against you, that's fine. Just say GG, that's it, it's a twos, it doesn't matter. No, there came all the raging, all like, oh, you fucking scrapdiator, gladiator, you fucking shit, oh my god, blah blah blah. And then there is the other bitch started supporting him, he was a healer. The funny thing is, I actually did RBGs with them. I tried to help them. Note, tried to help them. I had my CR. The RBG was 1900. My CR was 2250. I actually tanked a little bit from them, but I didn't bitch or anything like that. I just did what I was supposed to do, call out targets. So that bitch thing, Johan, started calling targets in front of me, along with me. And he was calling out, if he was calling out good targets, I would have been silenced. But he called out, like, go on the mage ice block, go on the priest disperse, go on the decay MS. He was cycling through defensive cooldowns instead of training the healers. So you know what I said? I said, shut the fuck up. If you don't want me here, I can leave right now, but as long as I'm here, I'm calling out targets, so shut the fuck up. The guy's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, you. So I took over the calling targets. Surprisingly, we actually wiped them and won in that BG. So now the thing that they couldn't touch anything. They couldn't touch my CR. They couldn't touch my the ratings I got in 3v3 this season, which was like 2375, almost 2400. They couldn't touch anything at all except one thing. One thing they managed to touch is me not setting up any knockouts in RBG when we played with them on AB. Now, if you guys don't know, but Unholy Decay is probably one of the worst classes to set it up, because I manually have to go walk towards the edge and grip somebody back. The problem arises with that is I can get knocked off very, very easily. This is where Frost Decay actually have advantage, because he can pop his Pillar Frost, go to the edge, do a double grip, do a AoE grip to himself, and then have the Boomkin knock him off. I cannot set up that, because if I go to the edge, they knock me off. I tried it, I got knocked off. We still set up like 2 knockoffs in a game, but that's about it. So the problem is our healers are my dumbass healers, and the guy was raging at me for not knocking people off, was actually the Resto Shaman. That the problem arises here is that if you are dumb enough to get a knocked off, let me recorrect it. If you're dumb enough to get knocked off at AB, meaning that you're standing within a grip range when the DK is going for the grip, you are a freaking potato. It has nothing to do with me. The fact that they got knocked off, I didn't get knocked off. It doesn't make them a better players and me making the worst player. I just don't see any logic. So this mongoloid rank 1 rogue could not hit 2200 in RBGs yet, could not hit 2200 in 3v3 yet that bitch is raging at me. I just like those heroic bad idiots who got rank 1 because of their class, and now they cannot do a jack shit and even hit a 2200. By the way, thank you, Johan. If you look in this video, hello, you're a shitter. And that is the stuff that kinda makes me wanna rant. So we went on ranting long. At the end, I just actually even stopped paying attention. You know, it's sometimes just not worth paying attention. And this is the stuff that I don't like being a guild full of rank 1 elites, because those idiots will think that they're fucking amazing even when they're doing mistakes, and that it pisses me off the most, actually. So that is my not favorite thing to be in a guild. I was very, very close to G quitting it, because I would rather be guildless than do and farm the shit out of them than be in a guild. And by the way, I didn't even ask to be in a guild. They invited me, they asked me to join their guild. So that's the stuff that actually kind of pissed me off the most too, and I'm ranting about it. So that's it for today's rant, guys. Thanks everybody for watching this ranty rant, and all I can say is, до свидания, my friends. Thanks for your support, thanks for watching it, and I'll talk to you later, my friends.